Welcome to my channel. It's called Linisa. In this video, I want to share with you a lesson that is in the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And it has to do with tarot, astrology, and all of that. Basically, Florence says, don't do it. Do not consult the cards. Do not consult astrology. Just don't do it. Why? Because, well, let's put it this way. If you get the answers you like, then that's a wonderful thing. That's fabulous. You will use it and enjoy it. The question, though, is what do you do when you get a reading that you don't like? When you get a reading that scares you? When you get a reading that's upsetting, that's negative, what are you going to do? Let's say for tarot, if you are worried about a relationship and you don't want it to end and you're nervous about it ending, whether you can express it or not, maybe you're just unsettled about it, but at the heart is that you don't want it to end. And you draw the cards, and what do you get? You get the card of death and you get the card of loss. What are you going to do? Like, seriously, what are you going to do? Because now you have the tarot saying that's your energy. That's predictive. What are you going to do when you consult the stars and they say that your stars are not supportive of the goals and dreams that you have, and you want to go and do something, but the stars are saying no? They're aligned to say, stay exactly where you are. Florence actually says that it takes a strong mind to neutralize a prophecy of evil. You can overcome this. You can realize that those cards are just pieces of paper and you decide your future. But once you have seen that negativity, once you've seen those cards, it really does take a strong mind to neutralize that level of a prophecy of evil. And Florence actually also writes that she has plenty of friends who, when they look at their cards, when they look at their numbers, when they look at their astrology, those things tell them that they will amount to nothing. Those things tell them that they will have a horrible life and a life of lack and limitation, because that's their number. That's their card. Those are in their stars. But she says that her friends don't care about those things, and they went on to create a wonderful life for themselves. And they went on to create businesses and create schools and create opportunities for themselves. They went on to get married and create families. So truly, do not listen to the cards at all. Don't listen to astrology at all. Don't consult it. Again, if you pull pretty cards that say lovely things are going to happen, then that's great. But one day you just might pull some cards that leave you upset, that make your world seem to just fall apart. And unless you have a really strong mind, it's going to be extremely hard to overcome that level of a prophecy. So take Florence's advice and don't do that. Don't consult it. Now, the cards, they can be quite negative. And your job, in a way, is not to just accept that this is the faith that you're going to have, but to create a life for yourself that you are excited about. There's a song by Kanye West it's called Last Call, and I always love these lyrics when it comes to Florence. Kanye raps in a freestyle. He says, I didn't play the hand I was dealt, I changed my cards. I prayed to the sky and I changed my stars. That's the mentality that you have to have. You have to focus on your good. You have to focus on what you want. You have to focus on the life that you want to create and go for it. Ask the universe, ask God to help you make that happen. You don't sit around with the cards and the numbers and the astrology and have it tell you what your life is going to be. Again, if you happen to pull some nice ones, that's great. But if you don't want that to be your future. So stand in your greatness, stand in your own power, and figure out what do you want. Because as Florence says, the greatest lesson at the heart of the game of life is to ask for what you want and then receive it. Ask for what you want and then understand through intuition how it's coming to you. Focus on being the creator. Focus on being the first mover. Put down the cards, put down the astrology, put down the number, and just focus on what you like, what you want, and on yourself. Remember how powerful you are. And again, if you do pull those things, remember what Florence says. It takes a strong mind to neutralize a prophecy of evil. So save yourself some effort and just focus on yourself. As always, thank you so much for listening. I'm going to put 2 videos on your screen that I think you'll enjoy, and I'll see you next time.